Hello, and welcome to City Skylines. I'm Duke Skylover. Last time we played this game, we discovered that there was an issue with some of the mods that was causing some problem with the railroad tracks. And we were getting weird textures, weird like texture mismatches and stuff whenever we connected the railroad tracks. So what I've discovered is, I've discovered the source of the problem, and it was actually a mod that's designed to hide railroad tracks when the I'm trying to think of how best to describe this. Sometimes when you connect railroad tracks and then use mods to align them in ways that the game didn't intend, you get extra weird railroad tracks, and the mod was just automatically hides those, and so that mod is broken for now. And so we may or may not see those extra random things, but at the very least, I can connect railroad tracks to the station. Engineered coffee, as I live and breathe. Welcome to the stream. So we're going to go back to the plan we were working on before in trying to hook up this railroad. And if we can actually get it hooked up, then maybe we'll make this thing look a little bit better and figure out what the plan is for that. And then I would like to continue building out my university area, and I think, where have we got land? We have land down here. I would love to get a new neighborhood going down here, but we need to figure out how to get traffic across there. Yeah, so we could do something like, let's do a little pre-planning here. Oh, did you see those cars do a little shimmy? That was fun. Maybe we could do like an overpass over this highway and come down over here. With the intention of eventually going through into the forest over here. You know, like the road would continue on through as like a through road, except we have not yet purchased this area, so we can't do that. But that's what I'm thinking, is we'll probably do in fact, we could do it. Maybe we could upgrade this road, actually. And I don't want to take this whole thing, but we could upgrade this road and make it more of a through road. What would you call it? Like an arterial? Bring that down, then we could like bring it along the shore here, and then across here we could raise it up and then bring it back down. It would kind of, I mean, this is kind of a nice beach, except that this is a river, and it kind of flows out, so I'm thinking it's probably not a good idea to have like a beach here anyway that people would swim at, because they'd probably just get swept up into the river all the time. And that's probably not a good thing, especially since it's kind of like, I mean, it looks kind of slow, but it's like a raging, you could imagine a raging rapid there for, you know. But anyway, that'll be the plan there, but let's get this railroad going, because I want to be able to start shipping things in and out of the city. This is a cargo rail, and then eventually we want to have passenger rail on the same line somewhere. So what I want to do is get rid of this, get rid of that. I want to have this line, instead of going straight in here and then having this be a bypass, I want this to just be a straight line through, and then coming down to here will be the kind of like the bypass. So we'll take it out to there. We'll go from you into there, and then we'll do a down. I don't know where we're going to go with this side, but probably off in that direction so we avoid the farm. But it won't matter for now. So, space! Cities in space. Welcome, Ire. Oops, did not mean to do that. Let's see, we should be able to do something like that. Is that going to be two? Let's make this a little bit more, a little bit bigger like that, and then we can come in with the move it mod and just kind of straighten this out a little bit. Here, come on. No? There we go. And then I think we're going to want, actually I think what we're going to want to do is kind of pull this, make this go a little bit more, there we go, trying to find, So you see how there's kind of like some... Sorry, I've got my buttons mapped oddly here. Oh, sweet. Let's see. So our university got a lot more students. A lot more students. Okay. So the mod that was causing the trouble before, I believe, resolves this kind of weird looking stuff. But we could just kind of... Oh, see, that becomes an unconnected... We gotta go... See, the line's just... So we gotta be at least there. I think that's fine. Like that. That's realistic enough. We can just make this... Like that. Make sure that stays like that. Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to make it visually look good, but that'll connect in there fine. Oh... What? Did I just have a... My voice... Oh, am I not talking into the microphone close enough? Is that better? But let me double check something real quick. All I've changed in my setup is I've changed the headphones that I'm wearing. I don't think I've changed anything else. If I talk directly into the microphone, is that better if I just put that right up there? I don't know why I had the microphone so low. That was probably the problem. Turn your headphones back down. If it gets to be a problem, I could... I can crank this. I can also just crank the output volume if you guys want. Cool. Sorry about that. I'm not a professional. Professionals know where the microphone goes. Anyway, that'll probably be okay there. All right, so we were going to take this out to this old... We need to connect it up with this old rail over here so that it can get out of the town. So, I've been trying to figure out if there's some way that I could... Is there a good way to get, like, broadcast quality audio, or YouTube quality audio, and not have a broadcast quality microphone? Because I've not yet found, like, a headset or anything that's good enough. I mean, I guess maybe good enough, but, I do have some standards. Alright, so I want to go out to maybe here, and then we're going to start going up. Up? There we go. Nope. Okay, we'll do like a... We can do that, and then straight across, and I think we're gonna go. Yeah, yeah. I'll ask Aaron for tips. Hopefully, he doesn't watch my streams. Let's see. Do I want that pillar right in there? I don't think this is a shipping lane. I think I could be okay if that pillar is in there. Actually, I think I might want to raise this up a little bit. Oh, ooh, oh, wait, there we go. Are we at, like, we're at... So there's 180 degrees. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll start to come back down to ground level as we make our way in. So we're going to need... We're still going to need it to be raised as we scoot back down to ground level, but we're going to want a lot of clearance here, so... Probably... And we could actually start to curve it, too, so... Let's maybe do that, and then we'll switch to staying at ground level, and then we're gonna just kind of snake this through. Alright, that connects us in. I think this curve right here is a bit too harsh for me. There's probably like a train coming in right now. And it was like, oh no, my track is gone. There we go. That looks better. So we're going to come over the highway, have a bit of a bridge. Maybe that should also be the suspension bridge looking thing. Can I do that? Can I just make this? Cannot upgrade to that type. What if I had anarchy? Oh yeah, okay. No more anarchy. Okay. Hey, Fuse. How's it going? You know, the thing that I struggle with the audio is the idea that it is actually possible to be, like, super duper cheap. And not to say that you're cheap, but, like, to not, like, go all out in purchasing the high... Like, not everybody needs a Shure SM7B to get YouTube to sound good, you know? There's plenty of people that are just using lapel mics and it sounds good, and for some reason I can't commit to that. Okay, so this is just a bunch of bypasses. This will probably be... We'll probably eventually tear down the old historic burned down warehouse. And probably keep all this. This kind of looks cool. Maybe get rid of the old... Nah, you know what? Maybe we'll keep the trucks as little landmarks, and we kind of build around this. And maybe we'll take this down and make this a commuter stop here when we branch out to this area. Because I think this is going to end up being like a... This is going to end up probably being, if I'm kind of envisioning a... like a business park. And then just a whole bunch of... like a little bit of high density residential and then a bunch of low density stuff. So... my mic specifically, or every, like, mics in general? When you say your mic picks up a lot. I'm gonna put this closer to there, I think. Well, anyway, are we getting... Oops. Are we getting anything happening here? Because I have a dynamic mic, and I've had to turn up the gain a bit. And I have some decent noise canceling, at least I thought I did. Oh. Okay, cool, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I try to make my audio good. There was a long period of time where I was not satisfied with my audio and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. And I did eventually figure it out. Okay, that goes off into the mist. What is this? What do we got right here? Bunkers? That's a new one. Well, it's not really a new one, but... Okay, off in the haze. Every so often I think about, like, you know, is this the best setup that I could possibly have? And then I kind of reevaluate. This kind of bothers me a little bit right here. This is okay, but then this little whoop for a train, that seems weird. Let's try something here. And see if we could. I don't want to upgrade you. I want to connect you. And I want to bring you down. Okay. I'm going to try there. That's better. Feels like that conductor's not good. Oh, wait. That's not better. Not at all better. That looks better than before, I think. Not perfect. I think you're still going to get a little bit of a... like, you're going to feel it while you're going over there, but... I could probably... I mean, like I said, it's hard... Oh, I don't like how this slope is. This did not go the way I wanted. What we could do with this? Sorry, I want to engage in conversation, but also I suck at building. Okay, I want you there, but also I need you going up. There we go. I think that's going to be really... There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. I'll turn that off because I'll forget about it. Toggle collisions. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's better. That's a nice, less crazy slope. Sorry about the shooting the camera all over the place. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, now I just need a... Now I just need them to ship some stuff out. Operating normally. Good. Good. The trucks are coming in. That's a good sign. You're just... What are you? Where are you going? You're going to the recycling center. Why does the recycling center own an ore mining truck? Well, there is a bunch of stuff coming up here. We just need a train to come in. So, now here's a question. This is a Rode pod mic, I think. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Rode. It is a Rode. It's a Rode pod mic. It's just got this purple cover on it, so it doesn't really look exactly like what it normally looks like. I've had this for like 12 years or something. You know, it is a pretty solid mic. Not super expensive, but not like low end. It is a nice mic. Of course, I looked at the Shure SM7B, which is the one that like everybody who's like, I'm going to be a big YouTuber and I got to have the best mic, and then they go for that one. So that's the one you see on like every single, every single like YouTube channel. That's the one. And I didn't want to spend the money on it. And this one is a very solid compromise. Like, I don't know that I could tell the difference between the two if I was talking on both. And of course, Shure makes really high quality stuff, and they do make cheaper things too. But yeah, this one is not. It is not a high end Rode, but yeah, Rode is a good quality company too. So I definitely recommend this one. Pretty sure it's a pod mic. Go to that website that I put up, dukeskyloafer.com, and then click on the specs. This is exactly why I made that page, the specs page, because I can never remember the specs of my whole setup here. I was also I was thinking about putting a diagram of my 2 PC setup, so that, because people sometimes ask me like, how are they connected to each other, and like what's connected to which one and everything. And I haven't gotten to that yet, but I should. I'm gonna get that up. Go to dukeskyloafer.com/specs, I think, and then it'll tell you exactly what mic I'm using. Okay, so question. Should we do the thing I said originally and bring a road across here and do a little neighborhood? Or should we think about maybe purchasing a block up here, and just so that we can get the, where would the blocks be? Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm thinking about where I would put a train station here, such that we could then have people coming through and stop here, and then coming through and stop here. And I would want to get the train track in. I think I would want the train station to be up here somewhere. So maybe we could just kind of scoot through the farmland temporarily, and then maybe move it later. Yeah. This is an XLR mic. It's hang on. There it is. It is an XLR mic. I don't think it has a USB port. I don't think it has any sort of USB in it. I think the newer one is either you have the option of it being one or the other, or maybe the newer ones have both. But this does not have an interface in it, a USB interface at all. It's just a XLR, and then I've got it plugged into a Elgato Wave something. So, which is then the USB interface. What do I... Because I want to get... I think this would be a great place... Oh, actually, maybe this would be a better place to put the airport. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of space for the airport, and having a train station right here by the airport, that would be a really good idea. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Maybe we do buy this area. We build this up as more housing and we get a train station here. We get a train station here. We already have a highway off-ramp that we could take over the river to bring across for our airport. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I do need to get a little bit more population going. So we're going to do this thing real quick, and we'll build out a little bit of neighborhood over here. So, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have to take some housing, because I want to buff up this road a little bit. Turn this into a bit of an avenue here. Let's do sidewalks and trees. So we're going to lose a little bit of housing. You guys will grow back. And then I'm thinking, oh, no, I do not need to do that. Hold on. Oh, did it stay on the ground or not? No, it did not. Hang on. I need you. There we go. I accidentally made it raised up in the sky as a bridge, because I was still on bridge mode. Shoreline is higher land value potentially if it doesn't border the noise of an airport. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like we're going to take this here and then go across this, and then we'll have some housing along here. We'll probably flatten this out. And then the road will eventually continue on toward the airport. But this whole... like, we'll make... this all down here will be housing, right? And this could be a public beach down here. Maybe we'll clean it up. The airport is going to be up here. And then we won't have to worry, because it's good. It's going to be... we can get off the highway here. We'll have the train station here. This will be a really good place for an airport. This could have been... if I redid this whole interchange, this could have been... we could have had an off-ramp that came across to here. And then to get to this side, you'd have to just go across, but I don't want to. I don't feel like redoing this entire thing, so that's why we're just going to go from here and go down. Let's do this. Then I want this to kind of come down to this level and then kind of curve through so that we can do houses on like both sides basically. Let's see if we can connect this in here. There we go. And then we can continue to build out over here. These guys are going to have a rough time with all the noise over there, but that's okay. And then this is a 4-lane, right? Yeah, cool. Alright, there's no parking along here. I think I've got a thinner 4-lane, don't I? Thought I did, but that's okay. 2-lane avenue, is it this? Small 4-lane industrial road, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I also need to get some, like, more public transit going. How's our highways, how's our streets looking, by the way? How's traffic? Traffic? Looking good. This is... not looking great over here. Are you people all just like... yeah, you're all stuck waiting to go, huh? Where are you all trying to get to? Okay. Well, obviously we need more parking around this place. Okay, so I think what's happened here is a cargo train arrived, and now we're dealing with far too many trucks trying to get out of here. And also, oh yeah, this area right here seems to be a bit of a problem. Because it's also trucks going through the farm. They're probably trying to get over to here, to be honest. What if we just connected the two and let them take farming stuff straight over to... Did I make this two-way or one-way? That looks like two-way. Two-way. This is one-way, but that's okay. We could do that. We could do that. Okay. I think this might clear some things up. If we connect... Whoops. Out of there. Then connect into there, and then also maybe give you guys an extra... do I want to do that? Or should I wait and see if this clears it up? Let's run this a little bit faster and see if that clears it up. There goes our train. Yeah, this area right here, right by the university. There's like university, industry, cargo, everything's happening all at once. And we could potentially do something with the crosswalks to keep the people from going across. Because that sometimes blocks the traffic. Oh yeah, this is going to be a pain in the butt. I don't want to connect to this. Or do I? No, I think we're okay. This looks deceptive because it's a bunch of cars parked on the street. There's actually nobody going through there at the moment. But this is actually promising. So we've got that clearing up. Except you guys are going to there. Where are you all trying to get to here? Hold on. You're trying to get to a warehouse. Oh, which one of these shows me? Not escape routes. Although that would be kind of good. Let's see. Alright, so the trucks are... For some reason, the trucks are turning into here and then going up this way and then... Oh, they're using it as a turnaround. Well, some of them are. Some of them are going to the highway. Some of them are using this street as a turnaround. Why are they doing that? Some of them are going up this way, back to the farm. This is why we can't expand the farm yet, until we figure out the traffic situation. These trucks might just need their own connection to the highway. That might be a good idea. Let's see. Because I'm guessing we're going to start backing up onto the highway here. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright. So one problem is our ring road here is being used as a turnaround. So I can't imagine why. But sometimes this game does things like that. Let's see. We could... So you're all trying to go that way. You're all trying to come out of there. Gridlock. That's what's going on. I don't think connecting these two is going to solve any problems. So yeah, you can see this thing just generates trucks. That's part of the problem, is like trucks don't just go to it. Like they go to it and they stay in it, and then when a train comes in, they just generate a train of trucks coming out, which is not super realistic. And then they're all trying to get... For some reason, they're not turning this way, so they're all going this way. They're probably trying to just get into the city. Oh, someone's dead over here. And death care can't get to them. And they're complaining about noise, which makes sense, because they're living near a bunch of trucks. Yeah, I think we might have to rethink the road coming out of the farm, because it's going this way, and it's coming down like through this neighborhood basically, and then going past. I'm wondering if we shouldn't maybe close off this road to the farm and force them to come down this way and come out, so that way they have to go either to the highway or down this main road, and they're not, you know, doing this weird little thing down here. I still don't know why they're coming down this way and then going through here. You're driving to a parking spot, driving to the chessboard. Oh, is those buses? Oh, it's a camper van. Okay. Boy, the dorm is just crazy. Alright, I think we could yeah, you just ran over a cyclist. We could make this potentially a little bit better here. What if we... Oh, it's gonna suck right by the highway. We could maybe connect all of this into like a big roundabout. I am nervous about doing that, because then they're going to run into this. And I think this is actually the bigger problem. Well, here's the deal. We're going to turn you off for now, so you can stop clogging up the road for me until I figure this out. Okay, so if we were to... Where are you trying to go to? You're a bus. You're a bus. SUV. Tell me a truck. I need a... Okay, here's a tractor. Exporting agricultural products. So he's probably going to... he's probably going to... He's going up to here. So he's probably trying to get to this thing. Except that I turned it off, so he doesn't know what to do now. But here's the question. Why is he going and turning here and going up to there? Why is that the more efficient route instead of just going straight across? Because if we could figure that out, that could potentially be a solution. So this is an asymmetric road. I mean, the problem could just be because there's so much traffic. I kind of want this road to match this road, though. There's no building here. That's the thing. He's going to, like, right here. Let's pick somebody else and take a look. Here's a tractor. He's going to this warehouse. So that makes sense. This guy is going... Yeah, so they're going to here. I assume that they were... Actually, no. I thought he was going to this warehouse. Where's he going? Hold on. Where's my guy? Where's my guy? You're at the grain silo and you're exporting. So he's exporting. So he's probably trying to get to this thing. So let's go super fast here for a minute and just kind of follow the patterns. See, the backup here isn't terrible, but there are a bunch of people turning in here, going all the way around. Oh, here, these guys are backing up. Yeah, we gotta do something with this, because there's too much. They're coming right off the highway here, and then they're immediately into gridlock, and then they're all trying to get down here. I didn't help by putting in a bunch of high density buildings. Just like with every City Skylines playthrough, it devolves into me just yelling at traffic and yelling at people and then not having good solutions for them. So I think we definitely need to do something along here. More lanes is a potential help, but it's not going to be the silver bullet because let's see. Stop scrolling. There we go. It's not going to be a silver bullet because most of the people are already, so like I've already got 3 lanes going this way. This guy can't go straight. Is he waiting to go straight? He can't go straight because there's people. No, he's got a red light. No, actually. He can't go straight because there's people in the lane. And you guys can't go anywhere because you're backed up trying to get back out of here. So even if we put a roundabout over here, it's not going to make a huge difference because they are blocking themselves in a big circle. So the implication there is that this whole traffic pattern is bad. This whole traffic pattern is bad. Oh, I bet this parking garage is probably a big part of this. What if we did something crazy and just picked up this parking garage and put it like right here? Okay. And then we did... I don't think that's going to be the main problem, but... Then what if we took... It's like a... Let's see. Everybody pause for a second here. Here's what I want to do. Right here, we are going to, in this intersection, which one is it? No crossing, no crossing, no crossing, no crossing. Alright, now, one of the mods that was causing trouble was the one that makes the crosswalks actually disappear when this happens. And so we are going to... Oh, actually, no crossing there either. So you're still going to see them, but people won't cross there anymore. Now we need to give them a way to get over. So what we're going to do is... From this parking garage, I know it's going to be a bit of a walk for you guys, but... Here's what I'm going to do. 8 meters should be good. I would think. Cars, everybody can go under that? Yeah. Oh, what does it look like if we do this? Is that a different... No, same thing. Oh, we have covered walkways, though. Oh, yeah, that'll look good. Okay, covered walkway there. And... Are you going into the ground or you're at negative? There we go. Did I line that up right? Yes, good. Do the same thing over here. How far did I go? 7? Okay. Alright, and then staying at the ground level, we're just gonna connect you to there. You're not quite centered because this road is not entirely... That's fine. So what this will allow them to do is they'll be able to park here, come out, go into this walkway. I know it's a bit of a walk, and they'll be able to come across and then walk over to the university there. And then maybe that will keep some of this traffic from feeling like it needs to go through there, because I feel like they were probably going to that parking garage. Or at least a big chunk of them were. So let's see if that helps at all. And I might want to update this road right here, because it is a one-lane road coming out of there. How many people are in here? Nobody at the moment, because I've just moved it. Alright, so that might be one thing. Now the next thing is, this will go smoother if I do the same thing and we get rid of the people. The people are always the problem. Where are you all stuck at? You're all stuck here trying to come back down. And you guys are coming in from the other side of the farm. Trying to come back down. Yeah, I feel like this is a... This... We could avoid this if we force everybody down this road. So we could widen this road. Maybe break this connection here. Then we've at least limited the problem to a single stretch of road. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's move you for a second. Space already occupied. We're going to just do that and do that. And then we'll move you back to there. Bus depot. Let's see. So we do need... We need people to be able to walk across there because they're going to work and they're going to that bus depot. And so we could do a... What's that bush doing right there? How often are people the problem here? Not really. Not really the problem. No, you're a problem. Alright, so... You guys, I have bad news for you. This road is being closed. Find another way. And hopefully find this way. And then we just have to deal with this and this, I think. You guys... Oh, well, and you guys. Coming up from there. If we can get this flowing, though, then this will just clear itself up. Maybe we'll even get to that train thing. Which would bring even... more traffic. Alright, what do you think? Roundabout here? Or... I don't think a roundabout's actually going to solve any problems just because... They're getting stuck. Oh, maybe it will. Once this clears up. Yeah, because the problem right now is that they're blocking themselves. They're blocking the whole intersection. So, okay. Oh, sorry, Eddie. Going back to your question from like a year ago. The cargo terminal is shipping in and out of the city. So, in fact, I think that's the only place because it has no other stops within the city. So, it is only importing and exporting from the city. So, we want to... Yeah, this intersection, they are... You guys still haven't figured yourselves out, huh? Yeah, so this one is like, people want to go straight here. Right? A lot of people want to go... Those people want to turn left. These people want to go straight, but they can't go straight because there's cars in the intersection. And that's why we're having this problem, is because cars can't get to where they need to get to service people, but also actually I don't know that we have enough hearses. That's probably something we could fix real fast. Let's see, where's death care? We have a nice little cemetery. Oh, a brutalist crematorium. That sounds like something. How about just a cemetery? Where would be a good place for a cemetery? Do we already have a cemetery somewhere? I don't think that we do. You know, it's a good place for a cemetery is right across from the football stadium. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All of the trucks, that's what overwhelmed us here, was all of the trucks coming out of this terminal just overwhelmed the system. And what I was thinking was, yeah, maybe they do need their own entrance and exit to the highway, but a lot of them are coming out and they're going into the city, like they're importing goods and they're going to deliver them to businesses within the city. And also trucks within the city are trying to get here to... Oh, there's crime happening. Someone's stealing from my grain. All right, let me get some death care going here, and then we will... Let's see, that's a bit of a hill there. We could probably put it... How bad is the ground right here? Single. That was weird. Single pixel. I went too far. Nope. Wrong button. A little bit of a sinkhole in there, sorry. Alright, cemetery. Not clipping into the road, preferably. There we go. Perfect. Now you guys can go and do your thing. Alright, you know what we really need, honestly, is like another highway that goes around the city and connects over on this side. Having just the one highway coming through here, or even coming down from here and going into the city, you know, where they could get on the highway and go somewhere else. Yeah, having them go through this like central avenue is the problem. We could make this. We could. I don't think it needs to be bigger though. I don't think it needs to be bigger. Yeah, I think that's ultimately the way to go. Is if we could bring this down and connect from, like, we'd have to buy a bunch of land is the problem. But if we could get a highway going around this whole thing with a bunch of interchanges, then we would be in really good shape to have these guys just get off onto the highway. Like, we could just... I think we're a little bit too close here. I don't think we could do another interchange, but we could maybe go up and have an interchange over here. We could redo this whole thing and maybe put this on the other side and have a road go to an interchange up here. Then we could use this because we would eventually expand up in this direction. I guess in the meantime, let's see if we could just solve the problem right here. Now, it does seem like doing this has cleared up a little bit. And I think if we could just get this moving, we'd be in good shape, but I'm going to put a lot of effort into a roundabout that is probably only going to marginally solve my problems. But let's see what we can do here. Let's see, unlike City Skylines 2, there is no roundabout. There's no roundabout as a single thing you can plop down. I think I have some roundabouts, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to try a 4-lane turbo roundabout. Yep. So let's see if we can pull it off or not. What I do have is... Oh. Why was that allowed? I don't have anarchy turned on. That was weird. You to go to there. You to go to there. Okay, so then I do have roundabout tool. Now this is temporary right here. We're going to fix this later. 4-lane turbo. Where is it? 3-lane road. Somewhere in here there are turbo. 2-lane turbo. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Here we go. 4-lane turbo roundabout. I'm not going to be able to get one in that big because of my administration building. So we could move... We could curve the road up and maybe have it like right here. Oh, that's going to be awfully close to this intersection though. We could take the radius down. There we go. We're a little bit clipped into the building there. But that's okay. So the way this is going to work is now I have to take these guys and make sure that they can only do certain things. Oh, I need to update the roads on the outside there real quick. Hold on. What shall we do? Shall we do trees? 4-lane road with sidewalk and trees? Actually, that might not be a bad idea. What is this? This is that's just a 5-lane road. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's keep you going in 5 lanes. And then what were you? You were a 4-lane? Let's do the same thing going this way. Except like that. And then you've got your 5 lanes there. Yep, that'll work. And then unfortunately, we're gonna have to we could. I can't do a 5-spoke turbo roundabout though. Do we need this to be a connecting road? Okay, one thing at a time. Maybe we could do a... So with a turbo roundabout, the idea is every lane has its own exit. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. 4... Ooh, no. Actually, no, this is fine. This is good. This is good. We can do this. Okay. Gone. Gone. Also gone. Okay. I need a much larger road. I need a road with 4. Yeah, here we go. Because there's going to be 4 possible places you can go to. Is there a better one of these with like trees or something? With trees. Ah. With trees. We're going to just take this down. Like this. And we'll figure out that end later. Trust me, this will all make sense at some point. Let's actually pull this back and go from there in. Alright, and then this is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to like move this for a second. And I'm going to put you over there. And then, ooh, what's this? Hold on. What are you? Police. Moving you temporarily. If this works, it will be something. Of course, the problem is I don't have a good node to attach this into. Is this the right kind of road? Okay, so we're going to have to, because we don't have a node in the middle here. So what we could do is make one. Can't insert node too close to other nearby roads. All right, so we're going to probably have to make this one curve down and come up a little bit on the side. Yeah, we're going to get fancy with these nodes here. We want to... Nope. Oh, shoot. Did I just delete a node? Okay. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Okay. We'll just have to make this manually. This is the fun part. 4-lane. Too bad I'm doing it anyway. There we go. Alright, now we're going to try and make this look like an actual road that a human would want to drive on. Alright, so my nodes are here, 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 and here. We could move one up, put one there. I need this one to be a little bit further out so I can connect into there. Alright, that's probably as good as it's going to get. And then we'll connect. What the? Get out of here. We're going to have to bring you... Let's see. Let's bring you... kind of just straighten you out a little bit. Is that necessary? Is it necessary to do this? I don't know. Hold on. Because we could bring you up. Straighten you up. Yeah, that'll work-ish. Alright, then we'll connect you in. Space already occupied. Space. Okay. Okay, now we've messed up everything. So let's see if we could fix it all. Yeah, this is going to be a... This is going to be awfully close to each other. But that's okay. I think we can make it work. Kind of don't want this extra node right there. Thinking if I could make this kind of little wave, a little curvy like this. Everything is indeed awesome because this is going to work out great. This is going to work out great. So, oof, that is a lot of things really close to each other. I don't even know. Can I even get... There we go. Trying to see if I can pull the... Oh. Did I not do the right... Oh, if I didn't do the right kind of road going around there, that's going to be a problem. Yep. Okay, You have to be going that way. You have to be going... Okay, you're all going in a circle. Goofiest looking roundabout of all time. We've lost some of our road markings. Why are you going backwards? That's so weird. Oh. What if we tried doing it more like... We're starting to get our lines back there at least. Well, doesn't matter if it looks good. It matters if it works. And also, I would love it if it looked good. Okay, so here's how this is supposed to work, and I'm hoping I didn't do the math wrong on this. But so, hoping I could do this with a single node. There's a kind of a node a little bit too close right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we need to upgrade this road going down here. We're going to lose all these houses, which might not be the worst thing. You know what? It's fine. We can upgrade that road later. I'll just have to redo my connections. So this is my favorite part, where I do the connections between all these things and hope that I can actually click on everything. So the idea is, this guy, you get in this lane, and then you have to get in this lane, and then you have to exit out of that lane. If you get in this lane, you have to go around and exit on this side. So that's the idea. Each lane, each one of these is your exit. So there are 4 exits because you can't come back and go out the way you came in. So there are 4 exits, 4 lanes going in. That's the idea. So what I'm doing here is just telling them, if you're in this lane, you have to go that way. So we're just going to kind of go around. And this is going to take a while. But we're going to do it. So you can go there or there. You have to shift down a lane. You have to shift down a lane. You shift down a lane. Now you guys don't have the proper number of lanes coming out of here, which is why we're going to need to shift some stuff. So, what do we got here? Trade school. I wanted to move you back anyway, so we're going to just... Oh, where's those... Hold on. Where are the buildings that I moved before? I think we should probably move them back where they... So they're back attached to a road. Because you're not attached to anything right now, are you? Okay. And then you... Where were you attached to before? You were attached to this road. There we go. Someone was upset about that, and I don't know why. You, I feel like, need to be... Or why can I put you anywhere? That's not it. Nope. Oh boy. Now we're in the middle of the road. Close enough. Alright, back where it was. Alright, so we need... How do I have this? I have a path going around you. No, you have your own path. Okay. Move you. You're disconnected for a second. Move you. And then we're going to make this road here. We're going to lose these buildings at the very front here. Which is fine. I think they were housing? No, these were businesses. So, I don't know. You guys will despawn yourselves later. This was high density commercial. We're just going to make sure that stays filled in there. Then we can figure out the rest of these later. Now you're slightly less in the middle of the roundabout, which is good. Okay. Back to drawing the connecting lines. So you can go there or there. You can exit to either one. You have to go to... no, wait, hold on. You have to go to there. Not to there. You go there. Do I have this going the wrong way? I have this going the wrong way. There we go. I need a drink of water, and I'm gonna get one in a minute. Okay, back to you there. Now this makes sense. So you go there, 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 there. Okay. Back to this next one. You have to exit to one of those. You have to move down. So everybody shifts down one. And in the past, I've done custom lane markings here to indicate that, like, this, you know, to make this look like the thing extends down the sidewalk so that you know, like, it visually looks like you can't drive there. And maybe we'll set that up, but let's just see if this works first before we spend the time actually doing, like, lane markings and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, this is going to be a mess. I just know it. Everybody's going to run into this roundabout. This is my prediction. They're all going to drive into this roundabout, and then they're immediately going to get stuck, even though this thing is specifically designed to avoid that. All right, that's our turbo roundabout. Let's see how they do it. It's going to take a minute for them to adjust to this, and you are not connected to anything. There we go. Here we go. We were actually facing this way before. Oh, that frame rate. Oh, there's one more thing we need to do. Did I miss a node? You guys come in. No, yeah, I think I did. There was something else that I missed too, but let me double check that yeah, I did. Okay. Thank you, Ire. That was basically a disaster waiting to happen right there. We would have been staring at this going, how come nobody's driving? Okay, so then the other thing we need to do is tell them, you do not have to, so you yield. No, you yield, but you guys stop. Hang on. Get out of here. What I need to tell them is that they don't yield going through. You guys yield. So otherwise they're going to, like, stop and let people in like they're like it's the neighborhood that my parents live in, where people, like, stop in the middle of the roundabout and wave people into the roundabout because they don't know how roundabouts work. I think that's what we want. And then we also want to turn off... We want to turn off all crosswalks because that just ruins the flow. And then if we need to, we'll have to provide people with an alternate way across. Okay. How's that going to work now? Why are you guys stopped? Why are you stopped? What are you doing? This is not a stop sign. You just... Yeah, okay. Okay, it's working, but why are people still stopping here? That is a problem. Let's see. Junction restrictions. We don't want... Yeah, that's good. Vehicle restrictions. I don't think we need any of that. Parking. Clear traffic. Junction. Quick setup, high priority, bulk edit. I don't want that. Yeah, the turbo is clogged because people are treating it like an intersection, and they're moving into it, and then they're pausing. I could force a stop here, and then this means you travel through. Why don't we try forcing stops? Technically, they should be yields, but what I'm trying to do is stop this. Like, you all don't have to stop. Oh, thank you. You all don't have to do a stop here each time. That's why it's clogging up. So, what is going to be the correct tool for this? Oh no, I definitely don't want a stop sign there. Yeah, this should really just be yield. There's no... Let's see. Apply stop signs on connected roads. Yes, we could do that. Except actually that's what I want. Applies all traffic rules. Yes. High priority road. That's what I want for you. That is not what I want. Now you guys are... Ugh. What did you guys do to me here? What are you doing? You're supposed to yield. Why are you guys yielding? Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, this is marked as a high priority road. Alright, everybody slow down a second. Yield there. Pretty sure that's what that little symbol means. Line arrows we don't need. What does this mean? I don't remember what this little symbol means. Yeah, buddy, I'm sorry you're stuck there. You'd use all that space in the green belt. What do you mean the green belt? Technically, this should work because they don't have to change lanes ever. They should pick their lane ahead of time and then get moving. We could say... Let's see. So what have you guys done here? What have you done to me? Yeah, you guys are moving okay. Every so often you go. This guy. Why is this guy here? Go. You don't need to stop. Okay, well this is still a problem here. Because let me guess, they're doing like a loop. What if we got rid of this road entirely? I mean, I'd have to redo the entire roundabout, but what if we just didn't have two roads going in and they had to come down to here and it's just a straight shot and then in? That might be the better way to go. What is this thing? Intercity bus hub? Yeah. That might be the better way to go. Alright, I need to think about this while I take a drink of water. Although, wait, are you guys clearing up here now? What's your deal? No, you're still stuck up there. Hold on. Because you're all trying to go through this way, but you guys are not getting through. Because... yeah, they've gridlocked each other in this thing here. Well, great. Why are we throwing out fruits in the chat? Anyway, like and subscribe. I'm taking a drink of water. Okay. So, what if we did do that? What if we said, this, you guys are gone. Now I gotta reconnect this roundabout, and actually it should become a 3-lane here. But then this just becomes a bus hub, and it could just be a road that, you know, because it's just for buses. Basically, it's a bus hub. We just do that. I did not want this to be a one-way road, though. I wanted you to be like this. Yeah, and then we could redo this roundabout, straighten this out here. Maybe then we won't get people trying to do this loop. All right, new roundabout. Completely new roundabout. We're gonna get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that and that. We'll come back to you. All right, so I need like a 2 and 3 road. I know I've got those around. What are you? You're a 1+3. Let's see, 5 Wayne. Yeah, here we go. We'll do this one. Alright, did we get that going the right way? Why do I feel like you guys should just go away and rebuild yourselves later when I'm done making a big mess of this whole thing? Maybe we should just not have buildings right there. I gotta tell you, you guys are great at the engagement part of this today. We're gonna actually make this... We're going to make the center of the roundabout be about... I'm going to move it up a little bit, so it's going to be like right about there. And then we've got some weird lane. There we go. You know what? We'll keep that as is. Oh my god, you guys. Are we still on the turbo roundabout? Now we need the 3-lane. 3-lane bike turbo roundabout. Is that really what that is? Or do I not have a 3-lane turbo? Oh yeah, with bike lanes. Should we have bike lanes? Would that help? Would it hurt? Probably would hurt, to be honest. Alright, where's the 3-lane turbo? There we go. Alright. Much nicer looking. Sorry, cars. Alright, let's wire it up and see if we can, then figure out what the, sorry, I'm just trying to remember what all these things are. Transfer manager, yeah. Alright, then we'll see if we can figure out why people are stopping at different intersections, but... Simplifications. Why is this still a 4-2? Did I do this wrong? Did I grab the wrong road and replace all these? I think I did. Okay. Where was the 2... It was a 2-3. Oh, I did, and then I went down, and I didn't mean to go down. It was supposed to be this one. You know, we'll keep the trees. Why not? Yep. Crossovers there. Okay. That's already that. That's already that. Alright. Surprised it took you guys this long to get to potato. Alright, back to it here. You go there. You go there. You go there. Why? I wish I could remember what that symbol means, but I feel like it's important. You can go there or there. You must go there. You must go there. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this all on, and then we're going to, we'll get everything moving nice and smooth, and then we'll turn on that rail again. Turn on that cargo rail, and then just completely overwhelm everything again. This time I'm not going to tell them which one should yield. Because maybe part of the problem is that they should be just taking the opportunity to go when they want to go. And I think this means they should follow immediately. Quick setup. I think that's... Quick setup, high priority. Shift, Control, click. Ready? Let's go with that. Everybody, get with the flow. Let's see, we were this way before. Keep my frame of reference going here. You're not supposed to be crossing there. All right, let's speed this up and see if traffic eventually flows. Yep, this guy's still the problem over here. But it's flowing. Well, a little bit. What I need is a better way for this industry to get to this highway. I wonder if we have room for a small interchange right here. Although I bet you we would get traffic just coming in through here instead of exiting over here. But I think I could potentially put a I don't think I have an interchange small enough to go there. We would have to move a bunch of stuff. Maybe get one, squeeze one of these in there with the weird roundabout on top. Or I could just do a... Could just do a custom interchange there. What are you guys doing? Are you guys still going in a loop around here? You know what? That's what you get. Go to the roundabout. I didn't want to have to do that, but you guys are annoying. Go to the roundabout. Now everybody's going up this way. I mean, the roundabout is flowing. Traffic is flowing. Except for down here. What did I do over here? We're good there, I think. Oh, I've got 3 lanes going to 2. That's okay. Except I don't have a lot of room for people to change lanes. Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, they all want to go. They're all coming off the highway, and they're all trying to get into this one lane. Roundabout is flowing the way it should be flowing, though, so... So that's good. People are not supposed to be crossing here, though. People. What we need to do is figure out Why my bitrate sucks for a minute. Are we... Do we have... Are the crosswalks turned off here or not? No. Quit. 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 You guys have to walk down to this thing and do it. That will help with a little bit of the flow, because people won't be crossing so much. The Muffin Man. Yeah, the interchange. Okay, well... Now, one thing we could do here, actually, to help the people, is build an underground walkway so that they can go, like, under the road, or over the road, but I hate putting, like, gigantic, these things over roundabouts. It's kind of weird. But at least that's working. What about you guys? You guys are not working out, huh? Because you all want to go this way. And let me guess, you're all going... Trying to use that as a U-turn. Well, traffic's kind of flowing. It's not gridlocked. Not technically gridlocked. We need to fix... Well, you know what? Let's leave it. For now. I really hate taking out the second way out of here, though. Because this really does then force these guys into a massive, like, death march. We could try another roundabout, like, right here. Same kind of deal. Maybe not even a turbo roundabout, just a regular old roundabout. Move this down a bit. You guys will be okay with that for now. Here, we could just connect this up. Technically works. Alright, yeah, let's just throw in a regular old roundabout right here and see if we could... no. Sorry. Let's do a 3-lane... 3-lane road. And then we'll grab you. This is probably going to be just a real problem. We'll do that. See if that makes it better or worse. I don't see that making it better. Oh, roundabout, what have you done? Maybe we need this to be a... Okay, I think we might have to do a custom stoplight here. Did not want to have to do this. Traffic light is on. Timed traffic light. Set up timed traffic light. Here we go. Okay, so you gotta remember how we do this now. So on this side, so step 1, we have, well, first off, before I do that, you guys are straight or turn straight left only. And you guys are... Can't see because there's a stop line thing in the way. But that's how you guys are going to be. And then you guys are going to be left turn only there. And you guys are going to be left turn only. And you can be straight or turn. I think that'll be okay. All right, back to my stoplight. So, we're going to say phase 1. Yep. There we go. That's what I want. Phase 1 is going to be left turn, no crosswalk. I'm going to leave that on auto. And we're going to give you minimum 1 max of... Is this seconds? I think it's seconds. Let's give you like 8 seconds. Then we're going to add another step. I gotta remember how this all works now. The next step is going to be... This is state 1. I'm forgetting how to do this. You guys are going to be straight and turn. And there we go. Okay, hold on. 1 to 8 cents. Let's make it like 1 to 10. And then add step, and I think I could just rotate this somehow, right? Rotate right. Wait, asked if who's drunk, me or Marcus? 8. And where's the save button in this thing? More waiting. Someone is waiting. Yep. Then add step, and you know, it's like this. You go 10, and start it. Let's see, did I do that right? Oh, geez. That is the fastest. Okay, yeah, I definitely messed something up here. Okay. Stop. What did I do? This one is... Oh, I think I just rotated the entire thing, didn't I? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Then we go to that, and that's what we want. And then this one is not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be that. And then this one is supposed to be that. Except that's going awfully fast. We could get, hold on, we could get even crazier with this. We could get crazier. First off, so min, let's say 5. Let's set this to like 20. And do the same with this one. 5 to 20. And then this one we'll do 5 to up to 30. So it's what it's supposed to do is when there's so at least 5, whatever the unit is. I don't even know. I assumed it was seconds, but also the game speed matters. So we're going to change the modes here again and split these all out so that we can say for this first stage. Oh, they all go away? No, you're there. Okay. But of course that's all messed up. So phase 1 is going to be you can turn left and you can turn left. Right? Left turn. And while you're left turning, you can be turning right, and you can be turning right. Okay? Then the next phase is no more left turns. Actually, am I doing that right? Yeah. No more left turns for either of you. No more right turns for you. Straight and right for you guys. Then, this phase is you guys get to turn left and you guys get to turn right. And you're supposed to still be on auto. You guys turn... I think I did that right. And then... you guys get to go straight and right. Okay, so left turns. So you guys can go left and you can go left and you guys can be going right. There's no blocking there. And then okay, hold on. These guys, yeah, left and then straight on. Yep. And then these guys get to do the same thing. That's the opposite of that. Then this is the opposite of that. And the problem we're seeing right now is that there is no... They're still having to wait for people to cross. So we're going to do something about that real quick, too. And say... Actually, it's probably not going to be real quick. But we're going to say... for this junction, no crossing. And we're going to make them... way to get across. We're going to say... let's see, I don't want you to be snapping to anything at the moment. Snap to nothing. Alright, let me think about how I want to do this. So we're going to go... This is going to be the hard spot right here. We're going to go automatic mode and go... Oh, too steep, huh? Nope. You know, yeah, this will be fine. So we're going to go underground. Underground. I guess I should probably set a depth. Negative. That seems okay right there. I need to snap you onto the other road, though. There we go. That looks like it's all snapped together. That might be a little too far underground. If I come up one... Are we still underground? Okay. Nope, we're not. Okay. So that is what it is, then. Alright, then we need to take this... We need to be able to connect into this and come up to... Nope. I just put one on the surface. We need... What is my problem here? Normal mode. That's what I want. Toggle snapping. Toggle road bending. Nothing is moddable here. We're going to go... Oh, I think here's the problem. There we go. We want to start there. And then come up to a height of... I want to be at a height of 0. How did I get to negative 11 if I have 4 meter steps? There we go. Oh, that's what I want. You'll go down underground there. And then... Yeah. That's the deal. So they can still get across, by going down under the ground. They're going to have to walk like here and then down in there, and then they could come up on any side that they want. So now we don't need a... We shouldn't need a... Oh, yeah, it's gone. Okay, good. We don't need a crossing phase anymore. We just push the problem down one intersection. You guys actually running it, or are we running it for too long now? Oh, you can't go anywhere because of this. Yeah, so the problem is we have a traffic light here, and it's not, we'd have to set up timed traffic lights all the way down, basically, so that it when they go, they all go at the same time, essentially. And then they stop in sequence. We can technically do that. That might be a bit of a annoyance. So it might be better to undo what we've done, and instead... yeah, because we're losing... Yeah, we're still gaining people, but we're losing houses over here. I think what's probably better is just giving people more ways in and out of here. In the sense of, yeah, let's stop this. Let's turn you... Yeah, sorry, hold on. Remove the timed light. Go back to a regular one. And let's set priority signs. Quick setup. So it's, hold on. Which one of these is the shift click, build, bulk edit, high priority signs. There we go. What if we try that? I think we just made a difference here. Now we might get some backup in the neighborhood at some point. But what's your deal here? I want to do the same thing. I want to set you as a high priority road. What was it? It was... Wasn't this? There we go. Oh, except I want to keep you as the high priority road there. That, I don't know that that's a permanent solution. That might just shift the problem to somewhere else. But traffic does seem to be flowing now. Except for you guys. What's your deal? What if we did go back to making this a one-way road? What would we have to do? Then at least we would... Yeah, why don't we try that? Let's give it... Alright, so we need... Let's give it 2 lanes all the way around. This is a 2-lane, right? We'll give it... We'll let you guys go around one way. But this can go... You can go out here, you can go out here. I think this is going to be okay. I think this, we're still going to have some traffic going around in here, but that's okay. So this is going to be me clearing this up a little bit, I hope. Did I just do this the wrong way? I did. Sorry, cars who are stuck on here. Why are you all... I don't know why it's always going the wrong way when I place it, but... Alright, now the problem is I broke my bus route. Bus. We can move the bus route, that's not a big deal. Bus. Where is my bus route? Okay. What is actually wrong with... Maybe we'll move the bus stop back there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to get it away from the road a little bit. So this bus is just going to have to come in... Well, seeing as how the bus has to come in here somewhere, what if we didn't have you go all the way around and come through this way, but had the bus come in this way and then just make a stop like here, and then make another stop on the way out? Makes sense to me. Do I need to redo anything here, or are we good to go? No, we're still good to go there, because I didn't change it. So you guys are going to come in. You'll be able to go this way. Everybody turn around. There we go. So that means that people here can just flow. They can get in a flow state. And all they got to worry about is people crossing, but that's fine. And they can go out that way if they want. And then they are kind of stuck here waiting for people, but that's okay. Because it will eventually... Yeah, look, it's already clearing up. Our traffic over here... Uh-oh. Where you go? What's your problem? Yeah, okay, well that's... Yeah. Maybe we should make this a turbo roundabout too. What if we just make this the turbo roundabout episode instead of the trains episode? If we make this a turbo roundabout, we could probably turn this back on. And it wouldn't be too hard, because we've already got the right... Practically the right lanes for it. It'll only take me a second. And by a second, my kids would already be counting. Let's do a... No, let's just grab this. And do this. And... that. Yep, that works. Now, are you... Is this thing sitting on a place where it's not supposed to be? I think so. And it's going to, like, overlap that thing. You know what we could do? Since nobody's really using this thing, is just have, like, a minor little... Oh, what did I just grab here? Hold on. I meant to do this. Minor little... road right there, and then we could just put this up like that. And then how are people gonna get there? Hang on. No, don't do that. Let's use the move it mod and just scooch you on over there. And then we could take this path here. Do something like that, and then they could walk. They walk out the front. I think this is. I assume this is the front. And then they could walk behind that way, or they could walk around this way. Do whatever they got to do. All right, turbo roundabout again. This is going to be a 3-lane turbo. With no crosswalks, because we've already got ourselves set up for the crossing. So, no crossing. Okay. And then, let's get our lines hooked up here. We've got a node right there that I don't want. I can't make every road a roundabout. That would be suicide. Roundabouts are surprisingly not great in a lot of situations in this game. Now I want to flip you. Oh, it's a 6x6. That's, or a 3x3. That's not what I want. That is what I want. Okay. Okay, good. You're still hooked up there. Oof. Hang on. You guys, when you come off the highway, they have to change lanes right here. They have no other choice. Which is rough, because they don't get to... I guess they could change lanes right here, or right here. Okay, so they've got their options. That's still going to be kind of rough. Okay. And once again, into the breach. And you guys get since you're going onto the highway, you get to pick which one of your lanes you want to go into. And then I had a button I clicked before that like auto set up all the priorities on all the intersections here. And I hope I can remember which thing I clicked to do that, because it worked really good. I was also thinking, maybe we should use some of the in-game music instead of my usual gaming music. What do you guys think of that? What if we do that real quick? How do we do that? Which one of these buttons is the radio? The heck, I never use the radio. Why did I think of doing this right at this very second? Never mind. Alright, shift click. Set up priority for a roundabout. Ooh. No, that's correct. Oh, wait. Why do I have this here? I don't want that right there. Oh, no, wait. I do want that. Yeah, I do want that, because there's just a node right there, and I don't feel like deleting it. Okay. That's fine. Everybody, go to 10. Let's see if that... I think the jockeying right here is going to be our major problem, but it should still flow pretty well. Yeah, now there's just a bunch of people trying to get out of this neighborhood. We probably need a better arterial going through like another one of these areas, but... I think this is looking pretty good. I think this will eventually clear itself up. Oh. What are you doing here? Where are you guys all? Where are you trying to get to? Seriously? You're driving to a parking spot. Trying to get to there? Or wait, did I click on... Oh no, you're trying to get back to your house, I guess. Kind of weird. Sometimes they make bad decisions with driving, and I don't know at this point why. Wait, no, I do know. This road is messed up here. What's the deal? What did I do? What did I do? That's why they're doing that. This one is a that. And this one is a... Actually, why don't you both just do that? There we go. That'll, oops. That'll solve that, I think. I didn't do that here, did I? There's no, I have no left turn. How did we get in this situation? I think I found the source of some of our problems here. You guys have no ability to turn left. You guys are good. You guys have no ability to turn left, but you're doing it anyway. Did this thing set itself up when I clicked the high priority road? Did it somehow... No, I don't think so. I was thinking maybe somehow it got rid of our ability to turn. Okay. There we go. No, you don't get to turn. You go straight. Okay, and then what's this guy's deal? You are 3 right turn lanes. So how about that? Will that fix you up a little bit better? Actually, you could also be that. So you could be 2 right turn lanes, that's fine. And you have no straight for some reason. And no left. Did that just muck everything up? What was that? Car accident? Yeah, did I just muck that all up by... I think I did. I think I did. I think those were set there when I auto-clicked that. I think it had auto-set those so that some of them were like the alternating right and left. Which, if that was the case, these should just be like one-way streets then. So let's see. Where do the people want to go? They want to be going up this way. And then coming back down this way. Well. This was bulk edit priority road signs. That bulk edit the... No, that didn't bulk edit the lanes. Alright, so I'm sensing that we need some more arterials coming through here. So let's do that. We're going to upgrade some stuff. We're going to lose some houses. How about this road gets an upgrade to bring people down? And maybe this one does too. I know it's going to make these intersections bigger, but it'll keep people from, hopefully, from having to, like, funnel through some of these other ones. So we're going to do that. That's exactly what I did not want to do. Sorry. This is a 4-lane, yeah. Okay. Okay, and then what was the other one I wanted to do? This one right here. Okay. Then, what I want to do is designate these roads as high priority, but then also make sure that takes priority over the rest of them. Yep, sorry. Alright, maybe that'll funnel people correctly toward these larger roads. Yeah, actually, I think that's looking pretty good. I mean, they're backing up here a little bit, but once this... Oh, what are you guys all backed up on? Please don't tell me you've gone in a circle again. They've done it. They've gone in a circle. Now, you're all trying to get out. You are... Yes, you have entered. You're trying to get here. And for some reason, you have exited here. Is this because you didn't have... You couldn't get into the lane you wanted? That might have been the problem. They might not have been able to get into the lane that they wanted. Now, you've got plenty of opportunities to change lanes. That's on you. That's on you. I appreciate the people driving through the other people. It's being like, look, I'm in a hurry. Just teleport me through. You all, I hate all of you. Every single one of you. And the buses are backing up. What if we were to just... Oh wait, no, it's all traffic. I thought I could clear traffic on a specific road. We could temporarily... Let's do a quick reset here. If we turn off vehicle despawning for a second. So this is now vanilla behavior. Okay. When the traffic backs up too far, then it starts to just despawn people. So now we're in vanilla behavior, unmodded traffic. Things are probably going to flow pretty well at this point, I would imagine. Nice. Now I'm wondering if we shouldn't have this. If this is just a gigantic roundabout. Now, if this is if it's people trying to go through here and we're causing a backup in here, like just you have to go all the way around and come up the other side and then go out. That might be the better solution there, because you guys are being annoying. Let me fix that. Let me try and fix that. Sorry. And then we will take another drink of water here. Maybe work on that railroad again. We just need a 2-lane. 2-lane turbo. You guys don't need to be as big as you are. So we could cut you down to a... Let's see. We could make you 4. That's 4, and then we go to there. We'll have to turn off that crosswalk there. And then you would be a 4x4. And then you become a... You would become a 2x3. Let's do that and give them another opportunity to change lanes there. Alright. That's still good. Let's hook you guys all up again. Just kind of let you flow while I'm doing this. Then you guys have to continue on. You don't get to change lanes there. I'm sorry. Pick your lane. Stay with your lane. Sorry. I know I'm doing this while you're driving. There we go. That should do that, and then we can grab this and again set you up for roundaboutedness. And I think now we only have to deal with traffic coming off the highway, which is cleared up. Let's speed you up again. Traffic's not backed up too far here. think we may have done it. Although we have to wait for city services to kind of pick up. There's a lot of death care, and we don't have... what's your... Purses are going crazy already. We might want to put like a... Do we have like a crematorium? We have a brutalist crematorium. We have... Oh. Okay. Well, that's kind of disturbing. I don't know what that error was. Anyway, traffic is flowing everywhere except right here. Which might be okay. Did we... Oh, we need to get rid of... Not that it's a problem, but we need to get rid of the traffic. The crosswalk there. You got your own little bridge. And... Are you guys crossing here when you shouldn't be? Didn't I make a... Didn't I tell you... Yeah, none of that. We could do another underground little thing for you guys, though. Why not? Let's see. -8 is probably good, I would assume. Why can't I... Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's actually delete this. Let's do -12, because then I could at least see it. I just want to start with you. Okay, fine. Grid it is. There we go. Then we should be able to do our... Now people have a way across. Even if they have to walk down to there, they can get across. They will do it. They will do the walking. Yeah, we really got to do something with this. This is like... All the other ones are like major minor, basically, and this one is like major major. Although, not really that far backed up. Maybe this is one we need to turn back into a stoplight, because we don't have crosswalks here, so it should help with this. Turn that off so that we know this is the main road here. And again, we do not have the right type of turns. Maybe. Though it remains to be seen. Maybe this is the... How are these guys going? How are you going to get where you're going? You're going to go down through there. Wait, what? Hold on. You're trying to get to the warehouse. Okay. So you were forced to turn... Wait a second. You were forced to turn... You were forced to turn right. And then you went down this way. Then you're going to go down to here. Then you're going to go up to here. And then you're going to get down to here and get on the highway here. And then get back off the highway here. And go back down to here. So you're here. And your destination is here. And you can't get there. Unless you go all the way out of town. Get on the highway and come all the way back. Oh my god. Why did you turn? Hold on. Do I have some sort of weird... Oh, I do. All these roads have weird, Oh, good lord. Okay, can I reset these? Or am I going to have to... Oh, this is because I set this as a priority road because it passed through. Okay. Okay. Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it for you. It's going to take me the rest of the stream to do it, but you can go straight there, and you can go straight or turn there. Okay? Now, I'm kind of thinking there might be a good reason to allow some of these to remain as they are, but not all of them. You can turn... You can't. This is a one-way... That's a one-way road. Okay. But I do want you to be able to turn left. Yeah, we can't have two of those, but what if we did that to let you go across there? And then what if we let you go like that? And what's your deal? No turns. How does anybody get anywhere without turns? I just want you guys to be able to get where you're going. That's all. Can I like bulk? Quick setup by priority. Bulk? No, I can't like bulk reset it all. No idea what that sound effect is. There we go. Wrong tool. That's fine. You're nothing. You're good. Okay. Back up this way. You can turn left. You can't turn right. You can turn left or right. Or... let's set you like that. What happened here? You're a one-way street, aren't you? Yeah. Alright, you can do that, and you're a one-way street. That's what I want. You're good. You're good. That's... You're a one-way street, right? Yep, you're good. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think these guys should be able to just... Because I think what was happening was they were being forced to come all the way out, get into neighborhood traffic, just to come back in to get to their next spot. So now they should just be able to move around between here, which was the original intention. So I definitely goofed that up. So you guys are... You're flowing. Things are flowing. Is this a stoplight now? Yeah. Alright, we're going to leave it alone for a bit. I've already basically spent the entire stream on this. What do you think about turning this back on and just seeing how bad it gets? When a train comes in. Let's see a train come in. And then we'll, wait for a bad graphics train to come in. And then we'll see what happens. So did we reach our goal of 18,000 people? We did not. We're actually losing people in the city because our services can't get to where they need to be. We need more death care is what we need. And actually, I think we probably just need literally more death care. What's the... Let's put one of these things in somewhere. Like, somewhere up here where people aren't going to notice. We could lose a few more people, huh? You guys, you go help those guys. Care for the dead. Okay, train just came in. There's our train. And it didn't dump off a ton of trucks, which is good. But now there is a ton more truck traffic coming in to deliver stuff. Okay. Yep, and we just generated a train to get rid of it all. So yeah, it looks like we are definitely dumping way more traffic out in, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. Oh, well, the police station's on fire. That's probably not a good sign. Fire truck put it out, so that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to turn this back off until such time that we need it. So in theory, what happens is the trucks that would have gone and shipped things out here are just going to go get on the highway instead. Like, the imports and exports are still happening. They're just, you know, instead of going in and out of this area, they are just going to go down and get on the highway and drive it to wherever they need to be. Honestly, though, things are moving kind of smooth right now. You guys will figure yourselves out. Yeah, I feel like if we had one more roundabout, like right here, we'd probably be cruising. Everything else is good. That roundabout's good. We did not expand our neighborhood here at all. What if we just do that real quick? You just continue to be a problem. And down here, we'll just draw out a quick neighborhood. And just, you know, bask in the glow of all of the people coming in to fill the neighborhood. In the rain. So let's see. What if we go 12, we go 36 like this. And then I have no idea what sort of a side grid I would want. Oh, this is the wrong one. This one. And then, yeah, that's not what I want. 12 to 11 by 20. We'll adjust those nodes later. Actually, and now we have nice, evenly spaced nodes. I love talking about nodes, man. Just nothing but nodes. And then, let's see, maybe we'll do just like a little... Oh, actually, that's a whole other grid right there. Okay. I was going to say a smaller grid. Or a less gritty looking grid. The gritty. But that's actually not bad. We won't put anybody like right on the thing there. Now going this way, I don't think we'll, oops, I don't think we'll get as far because of the mountain there. If we look at our contours, we're already getting kind of up on the hill. So I think we might just stop right there. Now, one thing I am going to do is take maybe this road. No, let's keep the same road here. And we are going to designate this middle one as a higher priority road, like that. And then we'll plop down what? We're probably going to want death care over in this place. Why not? Might as well add a medical clinic. We'll just fill in everything that we need. Because we're going to need a little fire department. We're going to need a police station we could put right there. Oh yeah, we can totally build on the hill. We're going to build on the hill. We're going to need recycling. I want a recycling center over here. We'll put it... It's kind of noisy. We'll put it maybe like off the... We'll do like a little offshoot right there or something. Close enough. And then we're going to want bus service down here eventually, but for the temporarily, before we get more people in here, we're going to want a middle school. Not a university. We're going to want a high school, though. Nice. Not a big one, though. A little high school. How about... Oh, yeah, you guys probably do want water and stuff. Let's put the high school over here. Yeah, you guys probably want water. We're going to have to run that. Actually, you know what we should do is just actually run that. We should just give you your own pump right here. Put it like right here. Did I cover everybody? I can't tell. I think so. Oh, and you, yeah, you do need sewage, don't you? Let's see. We're going to put the sewage. Oh, yeah. Okay. New plan. Hold on. Move you upriver. Sewage. And we'll use one of the eco ones just to help a little bit here. We'll put that downriver. Here you go. Oh. Get rid of the... Where's my underground? Here we go. No. Apparently not. No, can't. It's not there. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do that. There we go, and then plug you in there. And we might as well run... let's see, we'll run electrical out like this. And we'll run electrical out like this. We just got to get houses in here first. And then we'll get you going. We could maybe get an advanced wind turbine in here. Just like right in the river. To give you guys a little bit of bonus power going. Maybe we'll put another one right by this one. Get a little bit of... Because those can only go in the water. But I think I'm going to move it to this side of where the stuff's going to come out. So there we go. So now we got a little neighborhood over here. We'll probably maybe go around there. Maybe we could do something over here. I don't know. It's like a river, so it's kind of weird. All right. We're going to want... along here... how do I want to do this? What do I want along the main stretch? Let's just do some smaller businesses. Not, you know, just like three blocks wide, like this. then the rest of this... Let's see, should we do maybe... Up on the mountainside here, we could maybe do a couple... Because we want, I'm not going to zone all that in just yet. I don't know how wide this is going to go, but let's zone in neighborhoods of normal. And I'm a little bit concerned about doing... Oh, did I not? Can you scooch over one there? And then we'll... put this just in case. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about putting too much high density stuff in there. If you've got your own power there, we don't need these. Same with you. You've got your own... actually, we should actually get these piped in. Piped. Whatever. Piped in. We want you... Can't go underground with you, huh? I want to go... Didn't I used to have an underground button over here? Because I want you to go connecting underneath the bottom of this. We could also dam up the river and generate a ton of power. Well, not really a ton of power, but apparently we could do it though. We could do right there. Have a little. It's gonna mess up the water, but it would give us a little bit of a road over the water. Not that we need it. We're going to get rid of it. Because that messed up the whole flow of the river there, and I don't want to mess with that just yet. But, you know, that does bring up a good point. We could have dammed up right here and used that as a river across, or a road across, rather. Alright. Why can't I do underground? Underground. Underground. Does that do it or no? No. No. I can do on the ground, but that's it. And way above, I can delete underground. Theoretically, though, hold on. I should be able to see. Yeah, there we go. So we could just... If we connect... Oh, there's nobody living right there. That's the problem. We need to zone in... Let's zone in another set of, like... Maybe smaller apartments. We'll do something like that. Actually, that might be a good idea. Let's just do smaller apartments, like right here. Maybe... I hate to do this to you guys, but... We're gonna get you out of here and just have you zoned smaller. But what should happen now is... Oh, now you're underground, huh? Yeah. No, you're not. Alright, we should be able to go from, like, within this zone to, like, there. And then when this zone's in, that should connect up. And the same with here. We should be able to go there, and then... When this zone's in, that'll connect up. When and if it zones in, and you don't have water over here. Okay. So did we get to 18,000? Not quite, but we got pretty close. And traffic over in this area is going to be weird. But let's take a look over here. We could also extend this road. We could reclaim this area, turn this into a bridge or a tunnel, go around this, connect over here somehow. Yeah, something to think about for the future. All right. My poorly designed city is chugging along. Is this a stoplight? It's a stoplight, but it's a priority road. That's maybe a problem. Maybe not. Maybe not, because it's not backing up too far. The highway's not backed up. Man, if we get this going pretty good here, we might be able to turn this back on again. I think we'll figure something out with this. It might end up being a different interchange, but I also think, like I said, I think these trucks are going to go from here. They're going to go into the city and deliver goods. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Not enough goods to sell. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is we need to import or find more goods for these guys, which is kind of what the thing was doing. Or we need more. I think we may want to just go ahead and zone a little bit more, even though I know it's going to mess up my beautifully crafted roads over here. This area does produce goods, and they'll truck them into the city to be used at those places, so that might help a little bit. Alright, so next time, if I remember and I don't get sidetracked with traffic, which is always a possibility, we will maybe start building our airport over here. Did I unlock airports? That's probably going to be a deciding factor. This is blimp. Okay. Blimp and helicopter. Airport area. We need... What do we need to unlock airport? We're very close. When we get to... We just need a few more people to come in, and then we get a whole bunch of new things that are not airport. But let's just wait a second. Come on, just a few more people. Come on, the new neighborhood. We could do it. 4 people. There we go. Alright, so we got the liberal arts college campus area. We don't need that. We got some new paths. We got the crematorium. That's what I was waiting for. Water treatment plant is good. We can start doing floating garbage collectors. That'll help with where we were dumping water. Metro hubs. Cryopreservatory. So all these metro hubs. So it looks like we got more metro stuff. Very, very good there. When do we get airports? Grand City gives us a whole bunch of metro. Or do I have airports and I just need to be able to put it down? Harbor, Cargo Harbor, Peanut Bowl Memorial Stadium. I know it's not Colossal City, so maybe I already have it, and we just need to plop down the first airport building, classic style. What do we need? Does it say? Create an airport area. Yeah, so we would need to basically create a... Here we go. Paint an airport area, which we would do... We're just going to do it right now. We're going to designate this area here as the airport area. Vermont International Airport, sure. Nope. Nope. So this will be our area for airport. We're going to have to go through and flatten the ground a bit. Probably do something about that water there, because... Oh, you know what? I just realized I had completely forgotten this. When you designate an airport area, it automatically flattens the ground for you. So, sorry. Let's see if we can kind of put you back looking like a lake a little bit. Sorry, water. Oh. Not what I wanted. Level that back out. Try and bring that up to there. This was the one that I wanted. I want to just do that and smooth it a bit. There we go. Okay. So that's a little bit less water than before. That water will eventually make its way across the entire map to annoy me later. Actually, we may end up just getting rid of this whole thing. But in the meantime, we now have an airport area that is flat-ish. Kind of follow that terrain there. So there we go. So that'll be where our airport resides. And what do we have here? We're going to clean all this up at some point. Yep. So that'll be the airport later. We'll put like maybe an intercity train station here with maybe some metro. It would be nice to get metro line going. In fact, it would be cool if we could get metro. The roundabouts are going to mess with metro down the main road there. But that's okay. We'll figure something out. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. Thursday, I think, is Titan. And then next Sunday, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have no idea. But thanks for watching, everybody. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great week.